Fabio, Zoe, and Birba are 4 young Egyptian vultures. These funny and intelligent migrating birds were once widespread in Italy, but are now on the brink of extinction. Today is a special day for these 4 young captive-bred birds. Today is the day they'll be released.
Siamo a circa 500 metri dal sito di rilascio dei giovani capovaccai, che adesso sono in una cassa nido, nella quale sono rimasti per 5 giorni per una fase di ambientamento. Guido adesso sta andando ad aprire la cassa nido, quindi noi rimaniamo a una certa distanza per non disturbare le operazioni di rilascio. Guido adesso sta per aprire la cassa nido, ecco, la sta aprendo, stanno uscendo rapidissimi. E sono Zoe, Fabio e anche Birba. E invece Clint no, Clint è indeciso, Clint ancora non ha voglia di essere libero.
Guido Ceccolini and Anna Cenerini are the heart and soul of the Life Egyptian Vulture Project. One of the ways this project helps this endangered species is by releasing captive-bred Egyptian vultures into the wild, and Clint is one of them. These Egyptian vultures are bred at Cherm Endangered Raptors Center, a facility created by the Union of Amiata Grossetana mountain municipalities. Up to the mid-20th century, Egyptian vultures were spread across Tuscany, Lazio, Campania, Basilicata, Apulia, Calabria, and Sicily, with about 150 breeding pairs. Starting from the 50s, the population declined significantly, together with its distribution. Today, there are only 15 breeding pairs located in Basilicata, Calabria, and Sicily, in southern Italy. A new pair is nesting in Sardinia. Every year, Anna and Guido form breeding pairs that reproduce from March to August. Chicks are born between May and June and can be released after 90 days. Clint is now 3 months old. He weighs more than 2 kilos and has a 1.7-meter wingspan. Feathers have now replaced his warm white downy coat. It's time to get him ready to be taken to the release area in the Murgia Nature Park in Basilicata. We're back in the Murgia Nature Park near Matera. One day has gone by since Fabio, Zoe, and Birba took flight. Clint was left all alone in the hack box. He doesn't seem too impatient to leave. But Guido tries again, and this time Clint is brave enough to choose freedom. From now on, Clint's routes, like the routes of all the released Egyptian vultures, will be monitored near real time through the GPS tracker. The data obtained will help ISPRA experts and volunteers follow all the movements of these birds.
Noi, grazie a questi dati dettagliatissimi, abbiamo capito quanti e quali minacce gli avvoltoi durante la loro migrazione devono affrontare nelle diverse aree che attraversano.
It is indeed a dangerous journey, starting with the threats of poaching. Poaching is the #1 reason for the sharp decline in the Egyptian vulture population. The areas of the Egyptian vulture routes are also inspected by the anti-poison dog units of the Forest Police. Africa, a female Malinois shepherd, is part of one of these units. She's trained to find poisoned bait scattered around to kill livestock predators, stray cats and dogs, and other animals. This cruel, illegal practice makes many victims among Egyptian vultures and other scavenging raptors that eat the bait. The same prevention measures are implemented in the Canary Islands, home to the Gire canario, an endemic and sedentary subspecies of Egyptian vulture that lives between Fuerteventura and Lanzarote. The situation of the Gire is not as critical as that of the Egyptian vulture in Italy. However, the Life Egyptian Vulture project is active here as well to help protect this species that has about 80 breeding pairs. The Canary Islands government has implemented a wide range of measures, including surveillance of nesting areas. The decrease in grazing livestock and regulations on the disposal of fallen stock make it more difficult for Egyptian vultures to find food. Feeding stations stocked with butcher scraps are a solution to this problem.
I see children smiling.
Medium voltage power lines are another serious threat to the life of these animals, both in Italy and Spain. Egyptian vultures often use them for roosting or perching in barren areas or areas with few trees.
Together.
E-Distribuzione is at work to insulate more than 500 towers in specific areas to make them safe for Egyptian vultures and other birds. Its Spanish sister company, E-Distribución, is taking similar measures on more than 220 towers in the Canary Islands that the Gire use as roosting sites. Once released, Egyptian vultures remain a few weeks around the release site, where they can rely on a well-stocked feeding station. Then they start migrating south to Sicily. If they're lucky enough to find enough food and make it through all the dangers, this is where they'll have to face the biggest challenge: crossing the Mediterranean Sea. Not all the birds released in the past few years have decided to reach the Sahel region. Some of them have preferred to remain in Italy and overwinter in Sicily or Calabria. But not Clint. He was the last of the 4 Egyptian vultures to leave the hack box. Surprisingly, he was also the first to migrate south, cross the Mediterranean Sea via Pantelleria, and arrive in Mali in less than a month.